Everyone, how are you all? I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. At the beginning, I would like to thank my honorable teacher for giving me this wonderful chance to say something before you. So he asked me to talk about presentation, right? So what's the most important thing about presentation? Confidence, right? You need a lot of confidence. Whenever you come on stage, you have to show a lot of confidence. If you are confident, your presentation will be, perfect. Your presentation will be the way you want. So how do you build confidence? I'll talk about that today. And that I will show how presentation is very normal and how you can, overcome the fear of presentation, okay? So let me begin by telling you about a phobia. So I think all of us are somewhat afraid of dogs, right? Yeah? Or at some point of our life, we were afraid of dogs, right? When we were kids. So when you are afraid of dog, this is a kind of phobia. It's called cynophobia. It's called cynophobia. Yeah, you can say dog phobia, okay, no problem. But it has a name. It's called cynophobia. The cynophobia means fear of dogs. And there is another phobia. And that's called xenoglossophobia. Xenoglossophobia is the fear of using a foreign language. That means whenever we feel afraid, we feel a little bit nervous of speaking in another language, that's called xenoglossophobia. So these phobias are strange in terms of, cure. For example, you cannot eat a single tablet and you cannot get rid of it, right? You have cynoglossophobia, for example. You cannot go to doctor and say, doctor, give me something, give me a medicine, so I can overcome this problem, this, phobia. He won't give you any, medicine, right? So what do you have to do in that case? You have to face it. You have to face your problem, right? You have to face your fear. You have to face a dog. That means a dog is coming towards you. You have to be strong enough. You have to be normal. And you have to pass it. You have to go beside it. That's the, winning the fear. That's how you build confidence. One day, you will be able to go beside it, and the next day, you will feel that, oh, it's a normal thing. I can go. Okay? So, it's like, winning the, overcoming the fear, okay? So, that's cynoglossophobia. And it's the same thing in the case of xenoglossophobia, right? So when you have that phobia of speaking before publics, before a lot of people, you have this phobia that I will make mistakes, right? I will have a lot of mistakes, so I don't want to go in front of people and talk. That's the only thing about this phobia. So what do you have to do? You have to go in front of people. You cannot go to a teacher and take a medicine and you can learn English in just a day or in just a few months. You cannot do it. If you want to do it, you have to go in front of people and talk. That's how you build your confidence. Confidence cannot be built in just a day or a night. You have to work on it every day. So presentation, I think presentations, the most important part of presentation is confidence. If you're confident enough, you can speak whatever you want to say, even if you are talking about a trivial thing. Okay, so let me tell you a story of a tortoise winning his fear. So one day a tortoise was on a boat. Suddenly the boat sank. There was a storm and the boat sank. And the tortoise had to swim for a long distance. And after swimming for a long time, he finally got onto an island, a deserted island, a very, isolated island. There was no food, no minerals, nothing. So he was very hungry and thirsty at the same time. So he was looking for food. See, he is in a problem. Now he has to come out with a solution, right? So he is trying to solve this problem. He's trying to, get some food. So he started climbing. He saw a mountain. He realized that, on the other side of the mountain, there will be food. So he started climbing the mountain. He climbed the mountain, and there was a summit of snow in the mountain. There was a part where there was snow in the mountain. So he went there, and he was very cold. It was freezing, and he was trying to get on the other side. But at some point, he saw a monster. There was a monster, and a certain kind of sound was happening, was coming from it. So he looked around and saw other tortoises lying dead. There were many tortoises lying dead. So he realized that this is a very critical place. I cannot stay here for a long time because it's too cold, and I cannot go further because there's a monster, right? So I will have to die here. This is the fear I face. Now I have to overcome this fear. How do I do it? So he said, okay, either way I die. If I stay here, I die because it's too cold. I'll die because it's too cold. If I go further, I'll die because there's a monster. So I better fight the monster. He understood that I better fight the monster. So he started walking towards the monster. He started going slowly towards the monster. And after a while, he saw that it's not a monster. It's actually a pile of rocks. There was some rocks, and it is looking like, in the snow, it was looking like a monster. And then the sound that was coming from it was coming from a cave where the air is flowing. When air flows in a cave, it makes a sound, right? So the sound was coming from the cave, and it was not a monster because it was a big rock. So from that story, we can see that if you fear something, you have to face it. You cannot just sit here because this is not the option. If you sit and do nothing about it, this is not the option. Yesterday I was asking a student to come on the stage and deliver his home task, to perform. He said, "Sir, I'm not ready. Ami prostut na." He said, "Ami prostut na. I'm not ready." What kind of sound is that? You will never be ready in your life. The big things that will come in your life won't give you an alarm, won't give you a reminder that I'm coming. The problems that will come in your life will not give you an alarm or will not give you a reminder that I am coming, so be ready. No, you have to be ready all the time. So if I ask you on stage to come and deliver your presentation, you have to be ready. Even if you are not ready, you have to try. That's the only thing. For example, if you are got into jail, somehow you didn't do anything. For example, you are not guilty of any crime, but still, some people conspired and put you in jail. So what would you do? Would you cry in jail? No, you have to be the king of the jail. If you are in jail, you have to be the king of the jail. So you have to think, because if you don't become a strong person in the jail, the other persons in the jail, because there are gangsters, everyone is gangster there. So they will eat you. They will eat you up. So you have to be strong enough to face that. You cannot say, "Ami to prostut chilam na." You cannot say, "I'm not ready. I don't want to be in jail. I'm not ready." Nobody will listen to you. You are in the jail. So you have the problem. Now you have to, come up with a solution. You have to find out the way to, either it's legally or illegally. You have to find out a way to come out of the situation. That's all about, that is the nature of a human being. Evolving. You have to evolve with the situation. Yes, you have to you have to be creative all the time. So suppose you are facing a problem, for example, translating a certain sentence into English. You're facing problem. So don't try one way only. Try different ways. You have other options, right? For example, you can't come up with a certain word that you know. You have to try, but if you can't come up with it, don't struggle with it. Use different words. Try different words. Then you will have a fluency. You will have the fluency of, language. So if you are stuck with one thing, you will be stuck there for a lifetime. So you have to try different things. You have to try to solve your problems, face your fears. And that's how you will be a good presenter. If you are confident, if you face your fear, on your first day, you will be very afraid of coming here. That's pretty normal. But you have to overcome that fear, problem. You have to face it, and you have to conquer it, okay? So this is the only way you can do it. So I'll show you how you can improve your body language. It's a very simple thing. I'll give you the very basic thing about body language. For example, the normal pose, when we come on stage, the normal pose of a normal person is like this. Right? This is a normal pose. This is a normal pose, right? Okay. Right. Or like this. Like these are normal pose, right? Okay. Now you have learned the normal pose. This is the normal pose. Everyone can give this pose whenever they are on stage, right? Or some people do this. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If you want to improve your body language, what should you do? Very simple thing. Put your hand not here, just here. Now it looks better, right? It looks much more confident, right? Yeah. Suppose, let me show you. So if you go like this, it's not confident. That means you are very humble. You're very, nice. So, how about this? You're confident. Yes. Hello, everyone. Right? So if I say, hello, everyone, how are you all? It doesn't look good, right? Or if I say, hello, everyone, how are you all? It's like, I'm holding things. Okay? I'm not confident. But if I say, hello, everyone, how are you all? It's different, right? It hits different. So this is the power of body language. So presentation is about body language as well. If you have a good body language, you'll be confident. And confident will give you a good body language. So it's very intimately, it's connected intimately, very much intimate. You need confidence and good body language. And good body language and confidence. So how can you build it? You have to face your problem. You have to face your fear. So these are the things that you have to do to be a good presenter. Rest will fall in line. Rest will fall in line. For example, planning the presentation. What will you say? What will you not say? It will fall in line. If you are confident, you will be able to say something. You don't have to think about what you are going to say. You just plan it beforehand, before the presentation. You just have to practice over and over again. And once you're confident, you will be able to speak in front of people. Whatever you have practiced, you will be able to speak. You will be able to deliver with body language, with confidence. And that way, you will have an effective presentation. Okay? So, this is it for today. Thank you very much for being so patient. Try, keep trying, and of course, be patient, okay? Patience will have a, sweeter result, sweeter, result, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all.